What's up, everyone? It's time again for a weekly watch list. What this is my favorite setups for the upcoming week, my exact levels, and how I'm going to trade them. But as always, before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click that thumbs up button, click that bell icon so you don't miss on any of my upcoming videos. Let's get right into this. I want to start this video by saying Happy Easter. Hope you and your family have a blessed Easter. Now let's get to the levels. 518.2, we came down tested this. You remember these levels from last week's video, yes. But these are still in play. We came down tested it right at close. Literally, we waited on this level all week, came down, hit it right at close. Really made the move after market close. But I'm still watching that 518.2 for possible bounce for calls, or if you trade futures ES longs. This daily trend line is still my main watch for this coming week. I know we're way up here, but if we pull back to it, I will be watching for a possible trade there. It even could be a leap trade. If you're not familiar with what that is, that's the longest type of options trade there is. Leaps, usually go 4 or 5 plus months out in expiration. Stick around. I have some new levels on some individuals I'm watching, so stick around to the end for that. QQQ, we're kind of in this channel. It looks, sort of looks like a flag forming, but I'm still interested once we get down to our bounce area here. If we continue on down, it could line up with that daily trend line as well, and that would be an ideal setup for me. But this 441 to 440.4 area is right now the bounce area I'm watching on QQQ. You can trade calls or you can trade NQ futures. If you want to trade something with a little less risk, try MNQ. NQ can get away from you quickly, and it can be stressful, especially for beginners. So just a thought. SPX. So I did update our all-time high. We made a new all-time high last week, and we're starting to respect this 5200 area again. So I added that level back. That could be a possible bounce. It lines up nicely with that 518.2 on SPY. But I'm going to watch this 5200 area for a bounce. But this trend line here is my main area I'm watching. You can see it clearly on the daily. Let me show you all. See this nice daily trend line? That's where I'm looking for the possible leap or a nice day trade. We'll see how it plays out. Of course, I'll be trading this inside team bull as always. So 5300 reject area. That's the only reject area I have on SPX. That whole psych number. I'm going to be watching that area closely. If we continue with strength, the only put entry I see or short entry. You can trade ES based off these levels as well. 5200 bounce, 5300 reject. This daily trend, my main watch for the coming week. First individual ticker I'm watching. I don't know when this will play out, and it could very well reject. But let me show you what I see here on this. Let's go to the daily. Zoom out a little. So we have this nice gap to fill above on PayPal. Ticker PYPL. So if we get above the 68.2, I might possibly be interested in calls to play up to that 72.5. Will this be a day trade? I kind of doubt it. Might look for a swing on it. Probably want to how would I manage this? Trades like this are very easy to manage because if we enter based off the daily time frame, I'm going to look for a daily close below my level to tell me this trade's invalid, right? And that's just my plan. Your plan you may not have that much risk tolerance, right? You may see an hourly close below and like, okay, this, I'm going to take this small, close to even loss and move on. But for me, I like to stop out on the time frame I enter on, right? That makes sense. If I'm trading higher time frames, they're going to trigger my stop. And I would imagine the 70 calls, 69 or 70 calls, probably what I go with here. Just because I trade at the money strikes, I would say the 70 is probably going to have the most open interest, the most attention, the most volume. So we'll see how it looks when we get to that. We may reject. Like I said, this level may not even come into play. But when it does, we'll be watching. Be sure to set your alert. Even if you don't trade it, let's see how it plays out. Maybe this, if you're beginning, practice how you would manage this trade if you did take it, right? SQ. Someone actually brought this trade to my attention, so I can't take credit for finding this one. But it looks solid, and this is a weekly level. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame on SQ. You can see we're testing this trend line here. So I want to see us get above that. And once we get above that, I really don't see much stopping us to reach that 100 level. So quite a bit of room there. I would treat this the same way. If we had a weekly close, if this is based off the weekly time frame, weekly close below our level, I'll probably get out. But we have quite a bit of room. This could possibly be a day trade. We'll have to see how it plays out. I used to day trade SQ quite a bit, when it was a little bit bigger of a stock. looks solid. So break above this. Let's zoom in when we get a little closer look. Watching this line here, this trend line, I want to see open above it or close above it for a possible call entry. This could be a leap trade as well. We'll see how it plays out. I'm not really into day trading individual stocks anymore. And if I do, I don't like to take the breakouts. I like to take bounces. Like, for instance, if we pull back to a nice bounce area on SQ, I would be more interested, to take a day trade on it rather than a breakout. Because breakout trades, like we're trying to catch this breakout and just profit off the initial move up, or a day trade, that's higher risk in my opinion. I would much rather see a nice pullback, see the confirmation I'm looking for a possible bounce. But that's all I have. Hope them little tips helps you all out throughout the week. Be sure to run this video up. Also, if you want to get funded, if you want to trade futures, if you want to use someone else's capital, check out Apex in the description and use code Grizzly. That's what I use. That's all. Appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.